have come to redeem our pledge to do our best to solve the housing problem.
Of all human basic needs, housing arguably poses the greatest challenge. This incontrovertible assertion has been observed since the beginning of human history. This is because adequate shelter is recognized worldwide as a basic necessity and prerequisite to survival. A place which provides shelter, refuge, comfort, security and dignity. Secondly, it must be emphasized that a buoyant housing sector is an indication of a strong investment in future economic growth and development. In Lagos State, the present administration is aware of the attendant impact of shelter on welfare and productivity of the people. A strong housing program will inevitably generate a strong economic base for increased employment, prosperity, job creation and healthy living conditions. The urban nature of Lagos State has not only resulted in the phenomenal rise in the population number and size of settlements in the state, but has also manifested in acute shortage of adequate dwelling units, high rent rates and emergence of slums. Despite the many welfare programs competing for government resources, including the high cost of building materials, which has made construction to become capital intensive, Governor Babatunde Raji Fashola's administration remains resolute about increasing the number of housing units built. He is also conscious of how to facilitate easy and low-cost mortgage facilities for low-income earners. As a matter of emphasis, the housing situation in Lagos is too critical and capital-intensive for government to redress alone. This has made the present administration to redefine the role of government in the delivery process by enhancing the role of private sector players. Governor Babatunde Raji Fashola therefore reevaluated the operational environment with the aim of removing bottlenecks, thereby strengthening a private sector delivery process. Among the strategies adopted in facilitating an enabling environment includes the making of equity contributions in terms of providing land for genuine investors, provides rebate on government fees such as stamp duty and building plan approvals, and occasionally complements cost of infrastructure. Government also partakes in direct construction through reputable contractors and direct labor. As a responsive government, direct provision was not completely jettisoned, as the construction of some units is still being pursued. Among the projects the administration has been able to deliver includes the 336 units Michael Otedola Estate located at Odoragoshi in Ekpe. It is situated on 9.60 hectares of land. The estate comprises 160 units of room and parlor, 86 units of one room and 90 units of 3-bedroom flats. There are maximum security in the estate as a result of the location of a police post. Also, in a bid to ensure that a functionally planned human settlement is achieved, government has provided on the estate a health center with male and female wards and 3 consulting rooms, constant supply of water, tarred internal roads and drainages, 3 facades with gatehouses. The buildings are linked with interlocking paving stone walkways. The estate is also complemented by beautiful landscaping and green area to make it more environmentally friendly. The estate is designed for low-income earners.
I assured you then that we had already built a stock of houses which will form the pilot with which the housing policy we had developed will take off. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me restate what I have already said in the past, that the problem of housing was not that of building alone. It was also a problem of sustainability. The problem manifests itself in various forms, such as the congestion in our ports, which compounds the cost of the imported components of building materials. The rate of foreign exchange, which adds to the cost of building. The absence of long-term mortgages and funding, also exacerbated by high interest rates, which compel our citizens to desperate conditions in order to raise money to pay for their houses in one single payment. The reluctance of investors to invest in housing because of the difficulty of repossession when tenants default. Because we understood the problem, we decided to engage it methodically. Immediately after the government was formed and after the election was won, our dynamic House of Assembly endorsed the multi-pronged solutions we proffered by promptly passing the new housing and tenancy law, by eliminating many of the difficulties that the old law inflicted on landlords who wanted to recover their premises from defaulting tenants. That new tenancy law also introduced many other innovative policies for the benefit of landlords and tenants alike, and we are already getting reports of its favorable implementation by landlords, estate agents, and tenants who are operating in the housing market.
As part of the Lagos Home Ownership and Mortgage Scheme, the 112 units Olaiton Mustafa and Adeton Mustafa estates were completed and commissioned. Here, government also provided on the estates an estate manager's office, mini water treatment plant, tarred internal roads and drainages, 2 facades with gate houses, soft and beautiful landscaping.
I am convinced that the solution to the challenges of housing that our people face will not be achieved simply by government alone building houses. This is because the problems that stand in the way of supply of affordable housing for our people extend beyond what a state government alone controls. The solution to this problem therefore requires a combination of forces of government and of private sector collaborating, inducing investment in housing, developing or inducing a fiscal and monetary policy control, the control of the exchange rate and interest rates in such a way that they become friendly to the housing sector. It requires government to evolve policies that lead to competitively priced building materials and the cost of labor. It requires government also to appropriately price fuel, to run construction equipment and transport building materials in a way that will positively impact the housing sector and assist the delivery of housing.
In Igbobo, Ikorodu, Governor Babatunde Raji Fashola's administration handed over another estate situated on a total area of 3.352 hectares of land. The estate comprises of 256 flats. This is divided into 3 twin blocks of 32 units of 1-bedroom flats. On the estate, government equally provided borehole, police post, civic hall, paved interlocking walkways and beautiful landscaping.
This premises, the glory of God,
It's epoch-making, is unique, is first of its kind in this town. and we are very happy about it. All citizens of this town, from the cabinet down the line, that's why you can see everybody here in uniform. They are very happy.
With this kind of project now, what next for this community?
For
this community?
Well, I will see this project as a takeoff of further development, because many people are going to move in here. They are coming in persons, they are coming with their vehicles. Certainly, it is going to have the multiplier effect of looking after our roads, improving other facilities. I am sure the state government will do that.
Two projects, and it's sort of enlightenment for our area, for my local government, because with the influx of new people to this place, it will boost our morale in Lagos State. It brings in more people to live with us. It encourages our business. I mean, it will boost our business. It will encourage people to, with this new system now, it will bring people in from all over Lagos State to come and be our neighbor here. And then it will help our local government, sort of encouragement, and it will help our market women, because now that people are here, our marketing will increase. Our women too will increase in their productivity. And as regards development, it's going to help our development much, because Lagbus will now be running Gbogbo for us. Even other transporters too, we make good bargain from it.
In Apapa, the Lagos State Development and Property Corporation (LSDPC) completed the HAB Fashion Court, which was commissioned by Governor Babatunde Raji Fashola. The estate, situated on 1.635 hectares, consists of 10 blocks of 6 units of 3-bedroom flats, totaling 60 units. The flats are luxuriously designed to meet the taste of the target market.
We respond very positively and aggressively to the housing needs and challenges of Lagosians. Between September this year and today, which is about 3 months, when I commenced the handing over of completed housing projects, this facility in Apapa today is the 4th housing project we have completed and handed over. This model confirms my previous assertions that we will be tackling the housing problem from a multi-strategic approach. This approach in Apapa, by which we build for the rich to earn profit, to subsidize the poor, is different from the strategy that we used in the $10 housing scheme in Ekpe, in the Olaiton Mustafa and Adeton Mustafa schemes in Ojokoro, which were driven by direct government funding in a way to subsidize the cost of delivering the houses. It is also different from the approach that we used in the Elegant Court project in Ikota, where government only provided the land with a view to sharing profit from the sale by the private developer, through which government again can continue to fund its social commitments and obligations. On this day, to commemorate the official opening of the HAB Fashion Court, the glory of God, the benefit of humanity, and I pray that all who live here will continue to prosper.
At Ikota Lekki, Elegant Court Estate was completed and commissioned. The estate boasts of 72 units of 3-bedroom flats on 1.9 hectares of land. Its features include a shopping mall, tarred road network, drainages, central sewage system, swimming pool and lawn tennis court, central alternate power supply, water treatment plant, central gas distribution system, solar street lighting and CCTV system. It must be emphasized that this estate is a product of PPP, where government partners with private sector to increase the stock of houses available for Lagosians.
It will require a broad-based coming together of all stakeholders, from the state government to the federal government and particularly the private sector. I also stated then that our government had been working diligently to create the platform for this collaboration. From Ojokoro a few days ago, we gathered today in Ikota to behold the evidence of one of the successes of our efforts. We have come this far because of our very clear understanding that there are entrepreneurs in our society who have what we want and that we also have what they want. They want to do legitimate business by building houses to be sold to the middle and upper income strata of our society, where there is a clear market demand. We have the land that we hold in trust for the people of Lagos State. We have thus engaged them to create a partnership where they offer to take credit from Skybank to finance construction, and we offered to provide land and share the profits from the sale of the houses to be built.
Again, many other housing projects are also ongoing. Among these is the Iloro Housing Estate Agege, which has been completed and is awaiting commissioning. Also, 2 other estates are ongoing and will soon be completed. They are Ikeja GRA Housing Scheme and the Bagada Housing Estate. Provision of accommodation is naturally capital intensive. Affordability thus implies that for low and medium income salary earners to be able to buy houses, there must be in place a mortgage finance system. As a matter of fact, one of the major challenges that impedes home ownership is the inability of the prospective homeowner to access mortgage facilities from financial institutions due to high interest rates. In order to make up for the absence of an enduring mortgage system and ensure that even the less privileged could acquire decent accommodation, Governor Babatunde Raji Fashola's administration has approved payment options that would allow interested allottees to make equity payment and spread the balance for a period of 10 to 25 years. The Home Ownership Mortgage Scheme, HOMS, provides the pool of housing units of various categories. The prospective homeowner must have a verifiable source of income. The interest rate is just 6%, while the required equity contribution is only 30%.
One of the promises that we made at the inception of this administration was to develop a scheme for the provision of affordable housing to the people of Lagos State. We have since embarked on this project, and in the next few weeks we will steadily unveil the modalities for the operation of the Lagos Home Ownership and Mortgage Scheme, which will be known as Lagos Homes. And Homes here is H-O-M-S, Lagos Homes. The objective of the Lagos Home Ownership Mortgage Scheme is to design a vehicle that will help make the dream of owning a home available and achievable. The scheme will provide equity funding on the platform of mortgage financing for the purchase of homes, whereby applicants will become proud owners of their own homes upon the payment of an equity contribution not exceeding 30% of the price of the housing unit, with the balance payable over a period of 10 to 20 years from the The scheme is primarily designed in the process of the implementation of the scheme. Those are applicants entering into the home ownership market for the very first time. Naturally, Lagos homes will be regulated by certain rules of pre-qualification, all of which will be available on the website that I will launch today. This will include a sworn buyer's affidavit, attesting that the applicant does not own a property anywhere within the territory of Lagos State, proof of employment, whether salaried employment or self and gainful employment, residency in Lagos State, and of course, the evidence of payment of his income tax. Any false deposition in the buyer's affidavit will be a ground for repossession, and this will be without prejudice to other criminal sanctions that may be imposed by law. Similarly, applicants will be required to execute a contract of sale and a deed of mortgage, and these documents will govern the transaction and set out the rights and obligations of the parties. The Lagos Home Ownership Scheme will be launched with a pool of housing stock that is presently available to the Lagos State government under the scheme as they are built and completed.
On the part of government, this administration continues its efforts to ensure that there is improvement in the quality of lives of the people. This is by creating a better habitation and reducing the number of those that are inadequately housed. In all the estates, first-class facilities have been put in place. As beneficiaries of these government initiatives, residents